Everyone, and welcome to yet another Glimesh team meeting. This is the February 16th edition. I hope you all enjoy it. We've got a pretty short meeting for you tonight. As always, if you are participating in Discord or you're participating on the text chat, both of those places are being recorded and they will be uploaded to the internet. If you don't consent to either of those, don't talk in Discord and don't chat in the Glimesh chat. As we go through this process, we're going to talk about some wins, some metrics, and some challenges. If anyone has any questions about those slides along the way, just feel free to ask them. If you have any other various questions, just hold them off until the very end, and we'll try and get through them. Tonight is a very special stream. We do have some news for you, but you have to sit through our meeting first before you can get to that news. So let's get started. I'm recording, and I messed up the update again. Dang it. Oh well. All right, so these are our real weekly metrics. We normally put the update there and then forget to remove it, so that's normal. Last week we did pretty good from a Discord and Twitter perspective at 113 and 143 respectively. Reddit is still pretty low. We'll get there. Reddit, I think, comes with time and with usage, but we'll get there. Instagram saw a big uptick because of our social media post. We actually posted the team meeting teas as well on Instagram, and that got good traction, got likes, got replies, all sorts of stuff. On the user side, we went up by 562, and that message broke my chat. Interesting. On the app side, we went up by 11, and then support tickets have been relatively straightforward. If anyone is having any issues, feel free to mention it in our Discord in the bugs channel. It's going to be hard to help you in the actual Glimesh chat. So the bugs channel would be the best place for that. Thank you. And then over on the right-hand side, you can see our revenue graphs. So this is something that we'll be tracking now and up later until the launch. This will just be tracking our financials month over month. Right now, our monthly recurring revenue is about $360. That's, of course, with our team basically subscribing to each other. And then over time, we'll watch as this number kind of goes up or down or left or right. From a wins perspective, we had, why did we forget to remove all the updates?
I don't know what you're talking about because I removed them.
You removed them? Oh, maybe I put them back. All right, so we had a lot of Janus wins this week that Hayden has been really busting his ass. Oop, am I allowed to say ass? I hope so. Busting his butt to get through. Hayden, do you want to cover these real quick? At least some of them.
Sure. Yeah. So just a bunch of things to make sure that we don't have people overloading our streaming servers. We can enforce a maximum stream bitrate so that folks don't end up streaming a gigabit at a time and bringing servers down, making people sad. We're resilient against invalid connections. So if a random malicious service goes and tries to connect to one of our services, we'll boot it off. We had a contribution from another GitHub user who's using our technology for their own little streaming service. So they've made some changes allowing folks to use our Janus FTL implementation for other services in a way easier kind of process. So that's awesome. And that's largely it from the technical side. Clone, I think you're responsible for these other two. So
Yeah. The other two are really just kind of like a sign of how far we've progressed. So we actually rolled out edge locations to 6 different locations across the world. So we now have servers in San Francisco, New York, Frankfurt, London, Amsterdam, Singapore, and Bangalore. These are all hosted by DigitalOcean, who's our basic launch partner. We're basically focused entirely on them for now. But what that allows us to do is quickly spin up new edge and ingest locations in all these different countries. And what that means for you is that means that you're going to have a faster stream. You can connect to an edge or an ingest, that's closest to you, and then your viewers can connect to an edge that's closest to them, and they get the lowest possible latency. So we're actually really proud to announce that tonight is the first night we're running across all of these regions. So depending on where you are in the real world, you'll be pointed to one of these regions, and you should be seeing video as fast as we can send it to you. We also had last week a really successful test stream with our internal contributors group, where we had 12 streamers and 140 viewers simultaneously on, I think it was one ingest server and 3 of our edge servers. So this is really just proving out scalability. And then tonight as well, I think we're at 300 viewers right now.
Almost.
Yeah, 270 what? 272. So we're at 272 right now, and that's across these 7 regions, and I think we're only at about 2% utilization on average across the board. So we've got quite more room we can scale, and then we can always add more servers if we need to. All right. And then next, we had a couple of dev ones this week. We added new navigation menus to the website. So now you can access the blog, the merchandise, and the support portal all from the More tab. So you can see that at the very top. We also finished up the code. We kind of talked about this last week, but we actually finished up the code for international payouts, which is some pretty big news, and we'll get to that one in a minute. Some of our community members, including Simi, reported that there's an issue on iOS where you couldn't type in chat anymore while the video was playing. It would like pause the video, and that was quickly fixed by MJA. And then Ella actually found a bunch of bugs where different fields could be empty or have weird Unicode characters and kind of break the service. So we'll work on getting those fixed. And then the followers page as well has a bug fix in for it. Oh, that was Wild Wolf. My apologies. The iOS was Wild Wolf.
It clearly says MJ on. That's what I'm going with.
All right, and then translation wins. We actually are back to 100% for French, Portuguese, and Japanese. So if you want to change your language, it's at the upper right-hand corner. And then we updated German, Korean, and Norwegian. So if you speak any of those languages, you should be able to use the site in your native language. All right. And then as kind of the last set of wins here, the Glimesh community team has worked on, and actually this was mostly Simi, worked on completing over 12 video tutorials with English subtitles that include a ton of different things, a ton of different, like how to turn on your email notifications, how to create your stream channel, how to use light mode, and all of these videos will be a way for our users to quickly see, how to do something. So if you have any questions about these, they should be live here before early 2021, but we'll see exactly when they land. And then, as a reminder, we actually posted this tweet about 2 hours ago. If you're interested, there's no obligation here, but if you're interested, we do have T-shirts that are available. We sold 50 last week, and we're ready to sell more. So they're actually available at glim.shop. Glim shop. It's kind of cute. But we have about 100 more right now. Hopefully what can happen is we'll be able to just keep selling shirts, but if there's a huge spike again, we may have to kind of start limiting it. So we'll see. All right, and then next up, we have some ongoing challenges. The first thing to call out is we actually have some good news here. We recently found out the exact way we're supposed to be handling taxes and payments to people who are outside of the US. So for most European countries and some other countries in the world, basically about 33 of them, we'll be able to support paying out to those people. So we'll have a full country list here in the future, but the one thing blocking us from paying out to those countries will be a collection of a W-8 form, which is a tax form, but it also has very private personal information on it, like your home address, and potentially, an identifying number. So we don't want to collect that and store it on our servers. We want to host it somewhere secure. That way, if Glimesh is ever hacked, you don't have to worry about your tax information being spilled out to the world. As always, music and copyright licensing is a challenge with any streaming platform. We're here to make sure that we're following the law, but also that we're helping you to understand what the law is. And then, we've put together a DMCA page that kind of helps explain exactly what you can expect there. And then over time, we'll continue to kind of improve that process. And the last one here is lack of 3D secure support. This is just a payment authorization form we have to get added to the website before we can accept those. All right, then the next slide is our roadmap update. So this is the first exciting piece of news that we have tonight. We've been waiting quite a while to talk about this. And we've been really hard at work trying to get all these finished. But we are excited to say that basically across the board, we've got the phase 1 alpha roadmap completed. I don't know why everyone's excited. That doesn't mean anything. That could be bad news. But these are all green now. That means they're all done. Now, I do want to add a caveat there. None of these things are ever done, right? Just because we have moderation doesn't mean moderation is done. And just because the stream stability mitigations is done doesn't mean you won't have problems with the stream. What it means is that we're checked off these kind of enough to head into our alpha launch. And then as we continue to exist and grow, we'll make changes to these. We'll improve them. We'll figure out new ways of doing them. It'll get better. All right, well, that's it, folks. That's all we have for tonight. I'm just kidding. We got a video. You want to watch a video? Everyone wants a video? Let me see. Let me see a cue in chat if you want a video. There we go. I just had to test out the FTL. Make sure it works. Can I get a viewer count, please?
286.
I've got 292.
Oh, that's weird.
My browser started freezing, so I had to refresh.
Oh.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh
mine's
after
fine.
these cues are done. Okay, we got it.
Chat's too
Let me
fast.
go a quick refresh there. Just make my browser not die. There we go.
Yeah, if your chat's dying, refresh.
All right, here we go. So I think I piped the audio correctly. Let's make sure we can all hear it.
Yeah.
Nope, I did it wrong. One sec.
How do you know you did it
Oh,
wrong?
hold on. I got to tease again. There we go. All right, drum roll, please. Just kidding, don't do drum roll. We're fine.
Hello there. You enjoy streaming? Well, then I have something to show you.
Boom. See that chat?
We are at exactly 301 viewers.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, folks. Whew.
Two people in Discord. Woo!
All right, so let's set some expectations here. So we built a streaming platform in 8 months with basically nights and weekends from all of our amazing volunteers. I'm super excited for launching the alpha of the platform. We've been trying since the beginning to try and make sure that we're building something that kind of is an appropriate MVP, something that is functional and usable, something that can be relied on to stream, but then also something that you can make money off of, right? Because we have to be able to make money as well. We're super excited to actually go into our alpha launch on March 2nd. And it's not going to be without issue. There's going to be problems. There's going to be bugs. You can see tonight there's bugs. But this is the start, right? This is only the beginning. This is literally this is the moment you unlock the key to the door to your new house, right? This is the very beginning, and it can only go up from here. So we'll be continuing to work up until this date, and then even after this date to continue to make sure that the site is something that we really want it to be. Something that not only continues to improve and continues to innovate, but something that is sustainable for all of our users. Something that won't disappear overnight. Something that you can rely on to make a living and an income, and hopefully something that can be really, something that can really change the streaming industry for the better. So we're going to come to you on March the 2nd at 11 a.m. EST. I'm pretty sure that is GMT -5. That would be basically our alpha launch. We're actually going to do a pre-stream ahead of that, where you'll be able to watch kind of us getting ready an hour before, and then celebrate together. We'll if you're curious at when it is exactly, we're actually going to update the site here tonight with a countdown, and you'll be able to see it in real time, so you'll know exactly when it's starting. But this is your chance. This is your opportunity. From this moment on, we're going to launch on the 2nd. I wouldn't guarantee your audience that we will be 100% available on that day, but you can start making plans. You can start getting things ready. From that point on, we'll be open and available. You'll be able to stream to it. You'll be able to chat on it. You'll be able to subscribe on it. And we can't wait to have you. Thank you, everyone, for supporting us. Thank you, everyone, for the momentum and the engagement and the passion and the support and the rallying cries and the competitive debates about the best MMO in the world and why it's World of Warcraft. Without the community, without all of you, this would never have been possible. So thank you all. We're going to watch it one more time. I hope you're ready. It's beautiful. It's made by Jer Henning, who is our in-house Glimdrop video extraordinaire. Here we go. Encore.
Hello there. You enjoy streaming? Well, then I have something to show you.
Vroom, 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 vroom. That's so cool. It's so awesome.
Yeah,
And what I love about that video is it really shows off that, we're here for all types of content. We're not just about gaming. We're not just about technology. We're here for content. Yeah, we're going to post the shit out of this video.
Jer Henning.
So I want to take another second real quick while I have everyone's attention. And I wanted to thank not only our community. I know I said this before. I'm just going to repeat it. I really want to thank our community. Without all of you, we would be absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be where we are. The support that we get on Discord and Twitter and Reddit and Facebook and people who can pick up our merch and people who can't pick up our merch, people who criticize and people who support. Everyone is necessary in this adventure, right? Without our biggest fans, this would never have been possible. And I really want to thank as well all of our team who's worked on this, people who have spent every night or every weekend or took time out of their lives to make this happen. I can't put my cam on; it's not happening. I really want to thank. I'm going to list them all out. Here we go. Ready? I want to thank Barcade for being an amazing designer on a team. I want to thank Britt Seguri. I don't know exactly how to say that, but for helping with our event team. I want to thank Bob Drum for coming up with the kind of initial professional theme of Glimesh. Why? I'm not going to do a cam. Highwood, just because you're spamming cam doesn't mean I'm doing a cam. I really want to thank Carmi for creating Glimdrops and making them a thing. I want to thank Chalk for his amazing work getting an Australian team together and actually starting to build out that process and for supporting us. I want to thank Chris for being that unique perspective and helpful showing that we've always kind of appreciated. I'm not turning on a cam. Okay, fine. I'm literally just.
Now, I.
I'm
Nope,
literally
gotta
just.
take a drink.
Lame. I don't have any drink. I'm wearing my shirt.
Oh God, we should have known he was up. Ah.
What do you want? Is it good? Is it good? All right. I get the beard. I want to thank myself. I'm next on the list. I want to thank Psychotic for being the person you can expect to have a strong opinion that they're willing to debate you on. I want to thank Digi for being our most friendly welcomer who's ever lived on the planet. I want to thank Ember for not only randomly joining our Discord someday a long time ago, but then also being our second ever Discord moderator and putting up with all of our shit since then. I want to thank Favorite Otter for always being extremely friendly and organized and helping wherever they can. I want to thank Igor, his other name is, I can't pronounce it, Jahut. I can't do it. But I really want to thank him as well for always being, willing to poke jokes at me, but then also get extremely professional and, and get things done. I want to thank Hayden, of course, for fucking making FTL, for taking Mixer's FTL, reverse engineering it, and then providing it as an open source tool for anyone, and getting it not only enabled on Glimesh, but another streaming website as well that's also getting started. I think that's super awesome. I want to thank Hewa for always fighting for his opinion and then helping draft all of our legal, all of our tax, all of our complicated. If it's complicated, Hewa's going to work on it. You can guarantee that. I want to thank Icarus for being our. I'm almost done, don't worry. I want to thank Icarus for being our original charity streamer. I want to thank Jur, of course, for making all of the beautiful Glimdrop animations and for being a very positive force. I want to thank Simi for always trying her best and always bringing her designs and her opinions to the table, even if it's scary. I want to thank Llama for getting our support portal together, but then B, also for helping me with some IT duties that I'm not very good at. I want to thank Long Dog as well for being our amazing Australian host and friend with 2 wiener dogs, which we couldn't live without. I want to thank Matori for giving a very strong opinion on how we can make sure we're operating fairly to all of the countries that we support. I want to thank MJA for reviewing all of my pull requests and then also putting forth some of his own. I want to thank Necron for being our lovable gaming friend and pal on the GCT. I want to thank OmNomNom for contributing not only our French translations, but originally our Docker files as well for getting that part started. I want to thank OO for Glimchan, which is super awesome, and it will be our unique, helpful force in the future. I want to thank Paco for accepting a PM from me on Reddit randomly in the middle of the day, and then talking to me on his drive home back from Ohio or some shit, and then joining, and then quickly taking over everything and asserting his dominance. I want to thank Queenie as well, Queen Chris, for working on our events team and getting that kind of stuff situated. I want to thank Rubinia Berry, which I hope I'm saying correctly, for being an amazing secondary. What? Close?
Not even close.
Okay. Well, we're gonna.
Ribena Berry.
I'm gonna call her what she prefers, which I think was Berry.
Steve.
B. Fuck me. Just
Steve.
Look. Okay. I'm Barry. I want to thank Barry for being our amazing UK force whenever Ember is asleep, and for also helping to kind of make sure we're always having a positive influence in our GCT. I want to thank Rose Raider for continuing to push for excellence, continuing to try to corral our teams to making something happen. I want to thank Ri-Fi for helping our GCT maintain their sanity, even when they're having all these trying times. I want to thank Wild Wolf for developing code for Glimesh, but then always being willing to push back against me on how we should do something. Without that, we wouldn't be able to make the best streaming platform. I want to thank X for her Spanish influence and for being there, and then Extrema for being part of the GCT. All right, that's it. That's all I want to say. That wasn't too long, was it? It was only 10 minutes. That was only 5 minutes. Was it nice? Well, I was just going down I had to get the list up so I could remember everyone.
But did you think off?
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Go ahead and thank me.
And then I want to thank Christoph for putting up with my shit.
And letting you quit your job.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another, yeah. Thank you for letting me quit my job.
Of course.
She told me to get a job.
I did not.
She didn't. She didn't.
I can say something to really embarrass you. How about that?
You can't say anything to embarrass me. No.
I love you.
Oh, God. You didn't hear that, right? I think the stream did.
Of course not.
All right. So that's our announcement, folks. We're going to post this on social media after this. We're going to update the website to, sorry, I love you as well, Madame Christoph.
We also love you, Christoph.
I love you guys too.
She said, I love you guys too. Wow. So we're going to post this on social media. We're going to get the word out. We're going to put the countdown live on the website. We have a lot more work to do before we launch. We've got a whole Trello board full of crap. But we're going to put a countdown. We're going to send it on Twitter. We're also going to email everyone. We need to let you know that we're launching and changes will happen to your account. We need to let you know that your privacy policy is changing and your terms of service is changing. So that's going to go out either tonight or you'll get it very early tomorrow morning. As always, thank you for being here. If you have any questions, we'll be here. We'll be around. But that is it for the video. So thank you, everyone.